I mean, I think the conflict in Ukraine, and again, not to get political, because I don't want to talk, politics or anything like that, but I think from a strategic and tactical viewpoint, I think that the conflict in Ukraine has been a huge wake-up call to everybody about how unprepared a lot of modern militaries are to fight a modern war. Because the Cold War was so much posturing, but so very little actual combat. Like, there were entire generations of doctrine and strategy that were developed during the Cold War that never actually saw battlefields, but that are still the core of doctrines of, like, Russia. These ideas that they came up with 50 years ago, but then never put into practical use. And yet, here they are. And it's really weird to think about that. And I think, to some extent, the United States is at a little bit of an advantage, because even though we've spent the last 20 years fighting wars in other countries, our military has seen real combat. And that's not something that most of the major world powers can say. I mean, yeah, there have been small Russian units that were active in the Middle East and in some parts of Eastern Europe in the 90s and the early 2000s, but I think you'd be hard-pressed to argue that any military has seen as much direct combat as the U.S. military has. Oh, that's fair. I mean, if I remember right, Elijah, they used some T-34s in Vietnam. I know they had the T-54 Zippos, the ones that had the flamethrowers on them. Anyway, we're going to dismount, and we're going to mount and swarm this Hermes, as originally intended, to tie him up. And then we're going to take the Disco Inferno and go after these donkeys, because I'm tired of getting shot at. So everybody get your crowbar jam on, because that's what we're going to be hearing for pretty much the rest of this mission. And of course, if Erst is up, then Erst is going first. And as usual, damn it. Well, I was gonna melee, but when we charge, we can't shoot. And because it's a light mech, the Disco Inferno gets most of its damage from lasers. So we're gonna have to move and shoot rather than melee.
Confirmed.
It's unfortunate, but them's the breaks. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and precision strike. I don't want to mess with any of these boys. Let's give them the business.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Outstanding. That is some outstanding light mech on light mech violence. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, it'll be interesting, Mara, to see, because we're already seeing, like, the paradigms of war being shifted because of Ukraine. Like, battle plans that had been in place for decades are now being revisited because some poorly trained civilians with drones are literally dismantling one of what was feared to be one of the most dangerous and powerful conventional forces on the planet. It doesn't help that the Russian military has basically completely crumpled under pressure, but you would think... I was about to make a mistake there. You would think that as much time and effort as the Russians have put into, beefing up their military, they'd have a little more to show for it. And so it's making a lot of people go back and rethink what warfighting is even going to be in the next generation. That's fair, Gravel Lion. Yeah, I remember that.
Copy.
Then again, that was a much more relevant joke back in the 90s. No, I haven't. So, to be perfectly fair with you guys, for those of you that don't know, I have some Slavic ancestry. My grandparents are from Georgia, the country. And honestly, the things that have gone on in that part of the world and the things that are going on in Ukraine, like I have relatives that live in Ukraine as well. And unfortunately they are still there. And so even though I desperately want to know what's going on and know that family is safe, it also scares the shit out of me just to see some of the stuff that's coming out of that part of the world every day.
Firing at 'em.
But I'm feeling a little weird about this mission because we've got like all these vehicles back here and we're having such a hard time destroying them. We've got light mechs on the field and we're having difficulty just getting to grips with them. It's very strange. It's very strange. Given how we thought this mission was going to go, it has actually turned into a pretty lengthy engagement. Of course, that's not helped by the fact that I keep stopping to throw in my armchair general opinion about modern warfare, but yeah, I'm actually surprised that this engagement has been going on for as long as it has, because I did not expect that to be the case. But let's see, what is this last guy? Okay, so it's another Panther, way back in the back here. Fair enough.
On my way.
But I'm gonna get the Centurion and that LBX-10 in here, and we're gonna start taking these guys apart.
On it.
Apparently, literally.
Now it's on.
Because there goes the torso, and that's engine crit, that's stability crit, that's a leg destroyed. Yeah, our man's is having a bad day. I think he's done.
Commander?
So I'm curious, and you guys that watch him a little more might know than I do, but
Roger that.
I came across back in the day, well, I say back in the day, it actually wasn't that long ago, but back when Terra Invicta first came out, I saw some videos by someone that was going by Perun AU? And pretty much the only videos that they made were those Terra Invicta videos. Was that the same guy on like an alternate channel or something? And that artillery.
Reporting.
Jesus.
Serious armor loss. I can't take much more of this. Reading you.
But see, that's going back to... Oh, is that what that Discord was? Okay, I'll have a look, Wella. But like I was saying before when you guys were talking about doing lore videos, like that's... People like that are the reason that I don't bother, because they have way more to say on those topics, and they say it much more eloquently. Like, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind doing voice work for one of those videos, but just the thought of having to sit down and come up with a script for that stuff, ugh. Like, they are very good at what they do, and I would feel like my voice would be wasted compared against theirs. It's the little fish in a big fucking pond thing. Sniper artillery, what do we want to fire you at? Because we don't have visuals on a whole lot of stuff right now. Maybe the fire starter? What's this Panther got? PPC, and the SRMs are broken. Yeah, I guess we can shoot at the fire starter.
Firing on target.
And we got the direct hit. That's impressive. I'm surprised by how often we're getting almost direct hits with these. Let's see. Do this, get a rear armor hit on this boy.
All weapons. Go.
I don't know if this APC is stuck or if they just don't care about moving it, but even though I'm shooting him in the back, he's still just sitting there doing his thing.
Can't take many more of those.
Well, I think that's a good thing, though. You know, especially, like... So some of the other folks that I watch is, like, Task and Purpose. He's another good one. That kind of gives more of, like, the foot soldier or the infantryman's breakdown. But, like, even so, it's very clear that he knows what he's talking about. And I think we need more takes from people like that have been on the ground and know what they're talking about. But also from, you know, analysts and people like that, because there's so many people out there that just have no idea what's going on. And you can't watch the news to get educated on this stuff anymore, so it's either you watch YouTube or you just go around the world ignorant. I'm gonna do this, chat, and I probably shouldn't. I'm gonna fire all of the lasers from the Saturday Night Fever at this Hermes, and this Hermes has our battle armor on it. And I might friendly fire the shit out of our battle armor, but this is also the first chance this entire engagement for us to use the full alpha from the Saturday Night Fever, so I have to do it.
It's go time. Enemy eliminated.
So we got the kill. Did we hurt our battle armor?
Damn. Let's do this.
It does not look like we did. So there we go. We have just discovered that the Saturday Night Fever is exceptionally effective against light mags. At least at that range. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. My mouse died, chat. Let me get the cable so I can plug it in. There we go. You know, that's not an incorrect assessment. I mean, technically it's Rex, but yes, they look very much like a young Danny Trejo. Let's see. I mean, aside from the face tattoos, yeah, that's a very Danny Trejo look, for sure.
I'm here.
Unfortunately, now that our battle armor is currently disengaged, we might have a problem. Okay, Firestarter's jumping around for some reason. And once again, we still got, like, if there's one thing that I have discovered, and we've run into these guys a couple of times, these Marsden MBTs are super tanky. Like, you just lay into these things, and they take all those hits and keep asking for more. Yeah, it is. It's a little goofy when I get outside the detection range and you watch it jump around and do weird stuff. On the plus side, for you guys at least, that's usually an opportunity to see some very interesting extremes of the boing boing. Ghosts! Good to see you! Glad you could finally make it to one of the Twitch streams. How are you? Hopefully you're enjoying your Friday. Let's see. I mean, this is Erst we're talking about, so I think we already know what the plan is. The plan is charge
Got it, Commander.
full alpha. That's always the plan.
Confirmed.
There can be no other plan. Yeah? Holy shit! General Quarters gifting the sub to Ghost of Crisis. Thank you, General Quarters. He didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you doing it. Ghosts, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Glad to have another member. As always, we've only got one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it's Ecto Cooler. Please enjoy. I promise you can only die drinking it once.
Commander?
Alright, Bolo up again with the artillery. We still don't have a visual on the guys in the... Like, I have just been flinging so much hate onto the ground back here, hoping that we can kill this fucking artillery with splash damage, and it just refuses to die. Like, I'm not sure how much more I can hit these guys. Like, how many... If they had been shooting at us with arrow 4s, all our people would be dead by now. Alright, let's see. Can we get a back shot on this guy? No. He just happens to have his ass pointed at the mountain. Alright. We'll take the side shot instead.
Firing all weapons.
And still no punch through. Oh my. Alright, seems like the blackjack is rolling in. Or not. Looks like the blackjack is sitting on a hill all the way in the back.
I'm here.
To be fair, that's probably what I would do too.
Copy that. Taking the shot.
Jesus, how many AC-20 shots has this tank taken? This dude has soaked probably 5 or 6 shots. Direct hits on the side and rear armor from frickin' AC-20s, and it's just... Like, if you ever wanted to tank with something, get yourself a Marsden, because apparently they stack the armor thick on these things. Let me see, intensify firepower. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna intensify firepower, and we're gonna shoot at the ground again. Oh wait, we can't do that because I tried to do that once before and I found out the hard way that you can't do that. Well, son of a bitch. Alright. Well, I guess the fire starter's gonna get it, because I don't want to hurt our people with splash damage that's been amplified. And we whiffed it. You asshole.
I'm taking some serious hits.
Yeah, it's a very tanky tank. And you are right, Wella. I wish we had come across some piercing weapons, because good God. Like, this mission is just dragging on because we cannot punch through the armor on these vehicles. It's genuinely frustrating. I want to get around and try and get the rear armor on this APC again, but I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to completely ignore this LRM carrier, because the plan was to get up on the hill and get some visibility, but we clearly can't do that, so if I do a sensor sweep, oh yeah, it does perform a sensor lock, so that's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing with Gravelion. That's going to solve our frickin' artillery problem. That is going to solve our counter battery problem right there. I don't know why I didn't think of that before.
Awaiting orders.
Well, I know why I didn't think of it before. I'm an idiot. That's why I didn't think of
On
it.
the move.
Is it just the Panther, huh? Okay. Full send.
Roger that.
Give him the business. All the missiles.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Because that's how we do in this company.
Waiting for orders.
Let's see. I think we took out the PPC. No, it's the SRMs that we took out. Alright, alright, alright. Well, if I can get an elevated side shot on this fire starter, then that's what I'm gonna take. And I'll let Burst and the Disco Inferno have fun with this Panther next turn.
All weapons are go.
I'm surprised the AMS worked at that range.
That hit something good.
I am not, Wella. I have not enabled the custom content for this playthrough, for this install. I'm kind of regretting it now. I kind of wish I had.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
So this Marsden, that has not fired a single shot all mission, finally decides to shoot at our artillery Hollander.
Yep.
Because he's an ass.
Copy that.
And these pulse lasers. We gotta get ourselves some ER pulses. Because these regular pulse lasers just do not have the range.
It's go time.
Don't tempt me. I might just bankrupt this entire company by firing a nuke. Do not tempt me.
I'm receiving you.
I don't think... Yeah, we've only got... The only two mechs that have the mounting points are the Centurion and the Disco, which are way up front. So I think we just try to continue to get distance. We're just gonna retreat the battle armor, because I would like to go one mission where they don't get completely shredded and I have to spend a bunch of money repairing them. The TPO. No, I don't think so. I might be familiar with it, but I'm not familiar with the name.
Orders?
Alright, Ersts. We already know what's coming. So we're gonna go around the back. I said we're gonna go around the... We're gonna go around the back. Thank you. We're gonna give him the kick. We're gonna give him the full alpha.
Move order received.
So here we go. Got the kick with the Kung Fu grip. And here comes the boom. Does it count? Does it count as DACA if it's lasers? Because I've always felt that DACA just applied to, like, projectile weapons. These are the real questions. Can it still be considered DACA if it's lasers? Marsden, my friend, if it's not too much trouble, could you please fucking die?
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we will at least move the Hollander up here on the hill to get away from the Marsden. And I wish I could undo that because I'm only just now realizing we need Gravelion to do the sensor ping first before this artillery is actually going to be useful. And so once again, I have kind of screwed us. But again, we don't call this the cult of bad tactical decisions for nothing. So we'll take the shot on this fire starter and hopefully not do a bunch of damage to the Centurion. We did a little. That's okay. See, I think I'm gonna go with general quarters. Yeah, hold on just a second. Well, let me permit you. There you go, Wella. Let's see. Let's see what this link is to the TPO. TPO. Okay, I got you. And this is actually in the game, huh? Wow, that is impressive. Holy crap. Yeah, that is basic. Like, if you were gonna look for an artillery in the dictionary, it would just be a picture of that. That's okay, Rex. Good to have you, even if you were just lurking. Hope you enjoy your rest, and hope you enjoy your weekend.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Game Master. I'm gonna need you to do me a solid here, and I'm gonna need you to breach the damn armor on this Marsden so we can get it off the field. Please. My friend.
Hey.
Holy shit!
Removed.
And that's why we always love Game Master. Because not only did he punch the armor, he destroyed the damn thing. Could not have asked for a better outcome. Outstanding. I know our schedules don't line up very well anymore, so Game Master doesn't make it to many streams these days. But if you're out there watching the VOD, Game Master, good work. So we still got a couple of vehicles in the back here. We know one of them's an MRM carrier, so it's not a threat as long as we don't give them a direct line of sight. So now we just gotta worm our way around. Yeah, the fast cam ammo, like, if you need to slow down a convoy, look no further. I think we do have a little fast cam ammo. Might not be a bad idea to start using it and take some convoy missions. Just mine the shit out of the roads and let them blow themselves up. I am remembering right, aren't I? That fast cam is the, like, it spreads the mines, right? I don't know, it's been a while.
Ready for orders.
Oh, well, unfortunately, it's time for some melee, boys. And girls. Or give them the business, as you do.
Locked on for physical attack.
With the punch. And the ducker. Right in the back. Again, the AMS still... Well... So much for that. 4 salvageable parts on that one. So worst case scenario, if we don't get anything else decent out of this mission, we can at least get a full fire starter.
Commander?
And potentially build ourselves another Disco Inferno. Which, let me see, I have it written down here. We had another name that we thought about before we named it the Disco Inferno. What was the other thing that we were going to call it? Ah, Bug Zapper. Bug Zapper. I don't know why, but I feel like it was Rex that came up with that. But, that'll be the next missile boat that we name. And let's see. We're dealing with Brick in the Treb. I think we get over here. Can we get a decent angle? Doesn't really look like it, but we'll do this. I'm not gonna waste a whole lot of missile ammo, so I'll use the streaks and the lasers. It's just a Panther. And I'm pretty sure that Erst will be able to take care of it next turn.
Confirmed.
So next up we got Gravelion, still struggling to kill this damn APC. But that's okay. We gotta wait 4 friggin' turns. 4 turns before we can do sensor ping again. That's unfortunate. Which I think is really strange. It is very, very strange because even though Gravelion isn't a hover vehicle and you would think it would be very good initiative, for whatever reason, he is very low in the initiative phases and I'm not sure why. I would assume that's stat related, but I'm not sure what stat determines the initiative phase. If it has a bearing on it at all, of course. So yeah, here we go. And as suspected, it's a ballista with sniper artillery. Well, guess what? We got a good shot at you now, motherfucker. I mean, you may have sprained your wrists, but do you need both hands to go fast?
Orders?
I feel like probably not.
Location.
Oh, well. I mean, if you're gonna give me an opportunity to do another full alpha strike with the Saturday Night Fever, I'm gonna have to do it.
I'm on him.
And he ceases to exist. Wait, that was the target?
So let's go, let's go.
Oh no, that was part of the support lance. Never mind. I was about to say, if that was the target, then that was very unexpected.
Waiting for orders. Roger. Vent and eat.
I mean, Graveline, I'm not gonna suspect anything about your gender because I don't know, but I've heard that most guys have no problem driving one-handed. If you catch my meaning. If you know what I am saying. Yeah, there's not much we can do with the battle armor at this point, so I'm just gonna keep them out of danger, out of the fight. Let them enjoy coming home in one piece on a mission for a change, since they don't often get to enjoy that luxury. Ozark is our sniper. I think we put her up on the hill. Because once we can get a decent shot at the target over here, she'll be able to put that hurt all the way across and have a little bit of elevation, so I think that's the move. In the meantime, let's put another sensor ping on this vehicle, because I am so tired of getting shot at by sniper artillery.
I'm here.
And wouldn't you know it, Bolo just so happens to be on the high ground. Here we go. And we got the structure exposed. The rock was indeed dropped.
Going full throttle.
Alright, so the Blackjack's coming out of hiding again.
Damage minimal.
I guess he feels like he's running out of allies all of a sudden.
Aye, aye.
Brick with the treb. Go ahead and pull up here into the tree line for some cover. And I want to shoot at this guy, but I also know that if we start putting too much damage on him, he's going to try to retreat, and I don't know where the retreat zone is. I mean, this is the back edge of the map, so he can't retreat that direction. Screw it. Give him the full alpha. We're probably gonna miss with a lot of it, but I don't care.
Firing a full salvo.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Thank you for the sage wisdom once again, Darius. Don't know what we'd do without you.
Good to go.
It's about to be clobbering time up in this bitch.
Confirmed.
You let me get close enough, and you had best believe I'm gonna be putting fisticuffs on that boy. Actually, you know what? Now might be a good opportunity for multi-target. Can I hit them? Yes, I can. And actually, for some stupid reason, we actually have better chances to hit the ballista with a full alpha than we do shooting up the hill at this Blackjack. I'm confused about how that works out. So I want to shoot at the ballista. We'll give him the LRMs. And I'm gonna shoot the LBX. Oh no, the LBX and the laser have better accuracy. So there we go. We'll do a split fire. You should never split fire. If you've ever played 40K, then you know. You never split fire. But I'm gonna split fire. Yeah, that's one of the key tactics, especially in BTA, and I think that's probably been part of the reason that this mission has dragged on for as long as it has, because the enemy has either had the high ground or had large ridge lines for cover most of this mission. And it's been kind of tough for us to get around that. Let's see. I think... I guess we'll do some damage. We already got the sensor lock. The ballista has no evasion. Can I not shoot from here? Fine, we'll get right here. And then we'll shoot from here. Point blank range. Oh my god. Graveline? Why did you miss at that range with a PPC? What are you trying to do right now?
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's see. The basic bitch hunchback, which has fired all of 3 shots this entire mission.
Full throttle.
We'll see if we can get some damage on the target before this is all over. So sniper artillery, of course we're gonna fire at this ballista. For the love of the Emperor and all that's holy, please, 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 let's get rid of this sniper artillery. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong universe. For the love of Blake and all that's holy, please let us get rid of this sniper artillery.
10-4.
Let's hit him hard.
Battle armor, you go on reserve.
Confirmed. Holding and cooling.
First, once again, Disco Inferno.
Affirmative.
Hopefully he doesn't take too many hits from the blackjack here. Don't worry, General Quarters. I only say that so that the Blakists in chat will think that I'm on their side. Alright, Nancy, it was good to see you. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope we'll see you again next time. I know it's tough being in other time zones, but glad you took the time to hang out.
Commander.
Alright, here we go. Getting our sniper up on the high ground.
Roger. Full throttle.
Please, somebody kill this damn thing. Can we at least get an armor punch through, please? Something, anything, work with me, guys.
Move order received.
Alright, we're running out of ammo. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
It's go time.
There we go. Finally.
That's a kill.
Finally. Man, Mech Assault was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? Like, you can say what you want about them basically turning Mech Warrior into an arcade game, but if you could get some friends together, Mech Assault was a lot of fun. Especially back in those days where online gaming was still a relatively new and novel concept.
No shooting, just running.
Well, of course, we're gonna take the shot, and of course, we're gonna use the precision shot. Because we gotta make Bolo proud.
Firing a full salvo.
And we did get the hit, and wow, that was 4 pips of stability damage. That's what you love to see.
Damage is minor, Commander.
I mean, honestly, Rex, my whole thing with Mech Assault was it wasn't necessarily a... It wasn't a pure Mech Warrior game, or a mech game in general. But it was a game that was fun enough that, you know, you could take friends that weren't necessarily into BattleTech and they could get into it and actually enjoy it. And I actually managed to get some friends interested in BattleTech because of Mech Assault. Wait, are you trying to tell me that I can't actually... Is it because of the terrain? Why can I not get down from here? You know what? Doesn't matter.
Good. Moving fast.
Doesn't matter because I can still hit from here.
Affirmative.
Suck it, nerd.
Standing by.
It is I who has the high ground now. Full alpha all day, day. Structure exposed, core crit. You love to see it. And he's taking a dirt nap. Take a nap, loser. You earned it.
Yep.
Graveline, still struggling with this APC.
Firing.
We're gonna get there someday, though. I feel like with a PPC and SRMs, Graveline has done less damage to this APC than the APC has done to him with machine guns. And I understand that the LTV is a hover vehicle and hover vehicles are pretty squishy, but that's still disappointing.
I'm here.
Alright, Sundance. Oh yes, you're in range with the AC-20. Well, we all know what's coming next. Give him the center torso. Oh, you missed. You missed. You missed! Ah!
Commander? Going full throttle.
That's alright. I know Carrick in the sniper artillery is gonna clench this one for us, right? Get the center torso shot. Come on.
Affirmative.
Son of a bitch? What is this? I feel like the game is screwing with me right now. Game is definitely screwing with me right now. And I don't like it.
Orders. All right, let's move.
Give them everything you've got. Yes, Commander.
So battle armor is still taking a vacation back there in the back. First, let's see. We're not able to run in, but can we hit from here? We can only hit with the ER small. Alright, so I think what we do is we run over here, which will keep Erst out of line of sight, and the next turn he should be able to jump all the way up to the top of this hill, and then we can charge this guy. Assuming it takes us that long to take him out. Hopefully it won't. Who do we get? Oh, Ozark. Right.
Confirmed.
Yeah, we'll do this.
Lock in target. What say we
Finally! Finally!
kill, Commander?
It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. Okay, last round of the Arrow 4 ammunition because I don't think we're gonna use the nuke on this one. We're gonna supercharge,
People, let's make it happen.
and we're gonna dump this puppy right on the target. Because that's how you do.
Affirmative.
That was not as impressive as I was... Oh, well, never mind. He ejected.
Missiles are out.
So that was, in fact, just as impressive as I hoped it would be.
Mission successful.
Oh. Well, apparently they're going to give us the mission successful even though we didn't kill the last vehicle, so that calls for victory music. Good lord, it took long enough. That's good. One mission down, finally. Now let's see what kind of loot we get. Hopefully it's good. 'Cause we spent an ass load of money on ammo that time around. Arrow 4s are nice, but they are expensive. Let's see. Good experience all around. Centurion's gonna need some repairs. Hunchback's gonna need some repairs, but no injuries, no deaths. Even the battle armor's gonna need some repairs, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, it certainly could have gone worse. Considering the numbers that we were up against, it definitely could have been worse. Alright, on to the loot box. Let's see. Ballista artillery tank. Of course, we know we got the fire starter, the Marsden. Wow, we got a lot of full salvages on this one. That's actually kind of impressive. But let's have a look at the weapon systems, see what else we've got. We've got another C3 slave unit, which I wouldn't be opposed to if we had the master to go with it, but we don't. Oh. I don't know. Guess some Guardian ECMs. And here's the other thing. Look at this. Look at how many double heat sinks we got. And 0 heat sink kits to go with it. That is... Like, I don't know what I did to RNGesus to make him dislike me so much. Had some decent engine cores, but nothing outstanding, so I don't know. I kind of want to take the Guardians. Let's see. You might have a... You might have a point, Mara, with the Marsden. Given how tanky it is, let's see, what does it bring to the table? It brings its 1 ballistic, 1 missile launcher, and 1 machine gun. It's honestly not that good aside from the piercing SRMs, which would be really good against vehicles like that. And again, it's just so friggin' tanky. Look at that, 1200 armor. Like, that puts some assault mechs to shame. That is a ridiculous amount of armor on a vehicle. It's tempting. Though we would have to roll the dice, because we'd have to take all 3 parts and then hope that we get... Yeah, that's the other thing, it's super slow. We would have to take the 3 parts and then hope that we get the 4th part on the rollout, and there is so much salvage here, I don't think that's going to happen. Because we've got a lot of salvage. So trying to hope for one specific thing, I don't think is really a good idea. Again, I'm partial to the Guardian ECMs. We could stick that into a couple of our mechs, but that's just my personal opinion. We could go for some double heat sinks. We could go for some engine cores. I mean, we're not really having an issue with ammo explosions, so I don't think cases work. Oh, well, then again, an Ultra AC-10, and we know we have some ammo down at the bottom. So we got some Ultra AC-10 ammo here, so that wouldn't be a bad get. But we're already using the LBX, and that's the only ballistic platform that we're currently running besides vehicles. Yeah. Beagle probe might not be bad either. But I think we've already got one of those and we're not using it, so... ERPPC is good. Alright. I think I know what we're doing. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking, Mara. I was thinking Ultra AC-10 in the Hunchback. At least for now. If it will actually work correctly. Because by doing that, we're reducing some of the firepower, but the plus side is that we'll be able to put in a larger engine and get some more speed out of it. So I think we do that, and... I think we take the ERPPC. Because I think we're running a standard PPC on the Panther, so since we're going to run a capacitor on it, we could throw the ERPPC, get some extra range and some extra damage out of it. Let's see what else we get. ER mediums. Yeah, just a random assortment of stuff. I don't think we need any more standard SRM ammo. We don't really need a 180 core. Don't need regular medium lasers. Alright. Not too bad. Not too bad. I really wish we would have gotten a double heatsink kit out of that deal, though. Yeah, we still got 2 Marsden bits. If I get the opportunity to put one together, I think it'll work, but I don't think I'm gonna go out of my way to try to build one. Yeah, that's fair, Mara. But I think what we do is what we've been doing before. Like the Panther, when we don't have the capacitor on it, is pretty good. And we've already added extra heat sinks. So I think with the ERPPC we'll be okay on the Panther as long as we don't use the capacitor. And we can keep the capacitor in reserve for those times when we want to do extra damage. It's basically like a Battle Lord, but we can turn it on and off at will. So, Darius is complaining because we need to level up some pilots, so let's have a look at that.
Commander?
Bigfoot has finally reached the next level, so... Let's see. Vehicle crew. So does vehicle crew count? Well, okay. Chat, you guys will have to fill me in on this, because again, I'm no expert. Do mech skills apply to battle armor, or do vehicle skills apply to battle armor? Or do none of those skills apply to battle armor? I'm not 100% sure how that works. Because Bigfoot is our battle armor pilot. Mech skills, okay. I don't think Ace Target is a very good ability for battle armor, being able to move after shooting. Evasive charges are immune to being removed by sensor lock effect, and you get +2 defense. Yeah, invisible target, I think, is the pick. And we don't have enough for the next level of guts, which is unfortunate, but that's okay.
Training complete.
And Bolo, let's see, now that you're leveled up, I think it's time for tactics, because if you're going to be lobbing our artillery, then we definitely want that. So, honestly, I think I'm just going to go with sensor lock. Like, sensor lock is such a good skill,
Training confirmed.
especially for an artillery mech.
Standing by.
We got Brick, who typically runs our Treb, and even though we dumped a lot of tactics into her, unfortunately the Treb, as it currently stands, is using mostly direct fire weapons. Actually, it's using all direct fire weapons, since it's got lasers, a rocket launcher, and streak missiles, so... I'm gonna go ahead and throw in another level of gunnery, as you do.
I'm ready for orders.
That's not a bad idea, Ostsol, and I have considered it. The only problem is the handholds, I think, they either weigh a half ton or a full ton. But I'll look at that, because if we can fit them in and it's not too heavy, it might not be a bad idea, and we can just kind of hot potato the battle armor between the mechs that are closest to the front. Let's see. Carrick is another of our artillery pilots. Since she's mostly going to be firing indirect, we'll go ahead and give her more tactics.
Training complete.
Waiting for orders.
Flappy, we'll go ahead and put some points into. She's just getting like the passive XP gain.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I'm receiving you.
We got Game Master once again. I think it's time to put in more guts. Or we could continue to save up. Because we're almost there. If we do one, maybe two more good missions with Game Master, we'll be able to get that last level. So I think we'll save up on the gunnery. Gravelion, who is our designated scout. I think we save up for the last level of tactics as well.
Commander.
As for the commander, myself, again, we'll save up for the next level. Ozark. Yeah, you're maxed out on gunnery, so tactics it is.
Mech warrior training complete.
Ah, well, that's good to know, Natter. I did not know that. Ooh, let's see. Quagmire. I kind of feel bad for Quagmire because she's just been sidelined lately. Hasn't spent a whole lot of time in the field. But them's the breaks.
Training complete.
She was a backup pilot to begin with.
What are your orders, Skipper?
And of course, Rex, also known as Wish version of Danny Trejo. They wanted piloting, so we'll go ahead and dump some points into
Training
piloting.
confirmed, Commander.
And speaking of, I mean, we gotta like double down on the Danny Trejo here. I don't normally go into like the actual pilot customization, but we've got to double down on the Danny Trejo, don't we? Okay, so hairstyle 2 is long hair. I'm trying to give him like the old school, like desperado Danny Trejo look. Let's see. 5 could be okay, but I'm thinking 2. Oh wow. Hold on now. Let's see. I don't know. We could do 8. All right. Nah, I think 11 wins it, right? Right? Alright. I'm gonna put it to you guys, chat. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you guys decide. So let me pull up the thing here, because I don't normally have the poll thing up, so I have to pull it up. It's gonna be just a second. I apologize. I am a rank amateur. So we're gonna do Danny Hare. Alright. I trust chat in this specific instance. So here's what we got. I'm gonna let you guys decide. So we got hairstyle 11. That's this one. So just so you guys know. Yeah, it's a little soft, but it's also long hair. So that's hairstyle 11. Then we got I mean, I know it doesn't really fit, but I like hairstyle 9 just because of, you know, the shaggy afro thing. So that's hairstyle 9. We got hairstyle 8, which is kind of like a, I don't know, like a ponytail slash side shave thing. I mean, I'm not partial to this one, but it is long hair. And then what was the other one? I think it was 2, right? Yeah, hairstyle 2, which is a little shorter, but you've got the slick back thing, which is kind of like, I mean, I feel like this one's the most authentic, but even so, I want to give you all options. So I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Ready, set, go. So while you guys are deciding, I'll show you again. This is hairstyle 2. Again, more the classic look. Hairstyle 8, a little bit more ponytail action. 9 is the shaggy Carlos from Resident Evil 3. And 11 is the little bit girlier hair, but a little bit longer hair. Oh no, I'm specifically going for like Desperado style hair. Vote in the poll, Thales. Vote in the poll. If you don't see it at the top of your screen, refresh, and you should see the poll. Only 3 votes? 4 votes? 5 votes? There we go. Come on. This is democracy at work. I mean, really, if I wanted to be really, really technical, I could just let Rex decide, since Rex is the namesake. But, I think everybody should have a say. I see your hydrate, Rex. I'm drinking. Well, I don't think we have to wait for the poll to finish to know who's gonna win. It looks like 2 by a landslide. Which, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm surprised by that. So hairstyle 2 it is. There we go. And I guess we have to get rid of the tattoo, right? We have to get rid of the tattoo for like the full Danny Trejo look. And I think we go with like this angle for the full, like, anger. Let's see. Can we? Doesn't look like it. Let's see. I want to give them a little bit darker skin. There we go. Something a little more in line with the man himself. Look, it's the best I can do. Is there an angrier expression? That's a good question. Let's see. I bet there is. Okay, expression 3 is looking a little angry. But I think that's the one that we already had it on, so yeah. I think expression 3 is the angriest expression. But it's not very angry. I know, Blended, it's not the same, but it's the best we can do. I'm sorry. We can't afford real Danny Trejo, alright? There we go. Congratulations, Rex. You are now the closest approximation to 9B's Danny Trejo as we can make in the game. If I was feeling really frisky, I would go in and edit the photo so that it's an actual photo of Danny Trejo, and only we would get the joke. But anyway, we were trying to level people up until we got distracted. Sundance finally hit that last level of gunnery. Outstanding. That is now 2 pilots that have reached maximum gunnery this playthrough.
Commander?
And of course, Erst and his insanity. I think we go guts for now, just to give him that extra point of health. He's gonna get banged up. And then Wolfbanes. Wolfbanes, Wolfbanes. What else do you got? You got dependable. No real special skills. Yeah, I think we go piloting. Why not? And sure movement is basically the best.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Alright, there we go. All the pilots are leveled up. Finally. So now we'll hit the mech bay, do our repairs. I don't think we lost any parts or anything like that, so it should just be minor repairs. Check the battle armor. Well, you know what? Minor repairs is probably the best we're gonna get out of a battle armor situation. Normally they get blown up. So if they made it out with just a little structural damage, I'd say that's the best we're gonna get. So you got a financial report coming up in 5 days. Only a couple days to finish out the mech lab.
I wrapped up that